week away from opening day and get a chance to talk to your fans a little bit more. Last time we talked a lot about the pitching, so let's take a look at some of the hitters, who they can expect to be in your lineup throughout the season. Look first at the outfield. You got a couple corner outfielders who obviously returning players, and in center field you've got a newcomer who you're very excited about.
Sure. Center field, Sean Washington. Gonna be really fun to see these first 5-10 games and see how Sean makes the transition from being a really good high school player to now, where can he fit in at the college level. Obviously, probably the best runner that we've had in the program in the 4 years that I've been here, for sure. So it's going to be fun watching Sean play center field. He can really go get balls. The question is, where does he fit in offensively? How quickly can he help us? Can he make the transition to seeing better pitching, seeing better breaking balls? Can he get on base? Because again, he's a dynamic base runner. He's as fast as any kid we've had in our program. If he gets on first, there's a great chance it's going to be a stolen base and he's going to be on second. So, and obviously the thing you love, he's going to be fun to watch, really fun to watch, defensively and offensively, and hopefully he'll change the way our team's been made up in the outfield, now having an unbelievable runner in center that can really play defense.
And that really opens things up for your corner outfield spots as well.
Yeah, the corner guys, 3 guys that can really hit right now. Chris Vernier holding down the fort in left-handed hitter, and then kind of the two-headed monster in right, Matt Holland from the left side, Jacob Perales from the right side. Those guys are all seniors, guys that have been here, done everything before. You know what you're going to get out of those guys, and should be really a strength of our club offensively.
Looking at the infield, obviously we've talked a lot about Trey Hernandez. We don't need to mention him here, but looking at the rest of the way around the diamond, who stood out to you this far?
Sure, going around, probably at second base, Jeremy Merrick is solid, consistent, everything you want. Has played a lot of outfield for us the first 2 years. Now we're bringing him back in the infield where he played in high school. I think he might be more comfortable. I think he's got a chance. He has a lot more ceiling as a second baseman. He makes some really great plays in our scrimmages. So I'm anxious to see him, play with the speed of the game. I think he's going to turn the double play great too, which is huge at the college level. On the other side, starting at shortstop, we've had a great competition between junior college player Drew Vest and high school player Logan Nottebrock. These 2 guys have come in, totally different players, and have both done really well. That's the best compliment I can give both of them. It's not like one guy's going to lose the job next week. One of these guys is going to win it. Right now, Drew Vest might be a leg up. He's doing everything really well in the spring. He's handling the bat well. He's bunting. He's running the bases, and he's playing great defense, which, that's what you want in that position. Over at third base, right now the lead horse is Bobby Buckner. Switch hitting kid, brings some offensive capabilities from both sides of the plate, can run as well. Hits for some real gap power. He's a doubles, triples guy who can run. So, and I say this too, behind him, Dan Centrelli's been really pushing him. A local kid, went to junior college for 2 years. Now he's back. Dan's had a great spring, which, again, I love the problem of having too many good players, and I'm sure that'll probably change as we get into the season, and, some guys start out hot, some guys don't, but right now we've got a lot of guys playing good defense, swinging the bat well, so, I'm anxious for next Friday to get here.
New guys in center field, at short. It stays up the middle at catcher. You got a couple new guys who you really like behind the plate.
Sure. We've gotten very defensive behind the plate from where we were last year. Jumpy Garcia is out in front right now, and again, Jumpy is a very dynamic player. I use that word because he's going to be a great defender. He's going to receive and catch and throw really well. I think he'll change the way we defend the run game as a group. He's got great leadership capabilities. I think he'll command our pitching staff well. And again, when you get a guy who can do all those things defensively, and then, oh, by the way, hey, he might hit 3, 4, 5 in our lineup, we definitely have a special kid. So it'll be fun watching him play. Behind him, Santiago Ruiz is new to the club this year, extremely defensive catcher. And Omar Garcia, who started probably 40 games for us last year at catcher, brings back some depth. So, from where we were last year at that position, being a little bit of a question mark, that position's turned into a strength on this year's club. So it'll be fun to watch us be so much more defensive behind the plate.
Finally, we've gone all around the diamond. Let's talk about the bats. Who is going to maybe step into that designated hitter role?
Probably, those corner guys in the outfield, Vernier, Holland, Perales, those three guys. Obviously, there's only two spots they can play, so the odd man out is going to push for time there. If Logan Nottebrock is the odd man out at short, he swings a really good bat for a freshman. He'll push for some at bats. And the one guy we haven't talked about that probably should have led off is still Caleb Marks, who had an outstanding season last year. Really overachieved, did everything well for us. He's working behind Trey Hernandez at first base. He's got a great bat. He's a senior. He's been there. He's done that. So I think obviously he's the lead horse right now. Those guys are going to have to take the job from him. So it'll be fun. I think we've got some guys that can hit. It'll be neat to see how the bat change kind of brings the game kind of back down a little bit, some lower scoring defensive games. But we've got so many seniors, so many older players. I feel like we're going to have a great offensive group. It should be a good season.